Yo, 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 what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Assassin 4. I'm your host today, Dre from PG. If you can't tell by what my bros got the gear on today, we're going to be talking about the South when it comes to the NFL today, AFC South and NFC South. But before we get to that, let me give a shout out to the boy C-Note. What's going on, my boy?
What's good with it, bro?
910 Finest, BT, how we doing?
I'm good, boy. How about you?
Good, man. Good, man. Esquire, no, my bad. Dr. Esquire Dave. How we doing, man?
What's up, man? What's going on?
And you know what we always tell the people, the biggest goddamn plug in Charlotte. T, what's going on with you, my boy?
What's good, man?
Hey, man. If y'all ain't know, we fresh off the B-Day weekend. Shout out to everybody that stepped out to celebrate yours truly over here. Appreciate all the love I've been getting the last couple of days, man. Eventually, we're going to have to pass that baton off to my boy C-Note. And I promise y'all, we're not going to fumble the bag like the Olympic relay team.
Ooh.
But we don't got to dwell over the negativity, man. Like you said, we're going over the AFC South and the NFC South. I guess we gotta get this out the way because I promise you, I was trying to fast forward through this part. Everybody, I was trying to fast forward, but the crew said we have to talk about the AFC South, so we're going to talk about the AFC South. Me, I'm just pro CJ Stroud. I was a big fan of him when they were trying to say all because of his Wonderlic test score that he was going to be worth shit in the NFL. Yeah, all of a sudden he proven he could be a top 10 quarterback in this league. There have been slight moves going on in that division. Jaguar picked up some pieces in the free agency in the draft. Tennessee's Titans added Parlay Ridley. We're gonna see what they're gonna do with that.
Parlay Ridley. I like it.
We touchdown anytime with him on the field.
I like it.
Touchdown anytime with him on the field, but it was just him in the parlay.
And he in Tennessee, so you know he about to run that bag up. And you know the Colts, they bringing off AR-15, so there's a lot of expectations for him. Indiana, as a sports city, has been getting juiced up lately. You know, made it to the Eastern Conference in basketball. They added Caitlin Clark in the WNBA side. So, you know, football-wise, they just looking for that shot in the arm to get going, and they expect the AR-15 to fill that void. So I guess I'll open the floor to anybody. I feel like Texas is going to be winners in this division unless CJ just has a mean sophomore slump. But I think the pieces that they added when it comes to Diggs and they're getting players back healthy, and they added Hunter on the defensive side, I mean, will there be any challenge to the Texans this year out in this division?
No, I think the Texans are a clear favorite to win this division, but I'll go back to last year and just kind of being kind of surprised about how competitive it was because even like going back to last year, we thought the Jaguars were the clear favorite to win the division because you know Houston was rebuilding. Obviously, you know, with C.J. Stroud as a rookie and Will Anderson Jr. on the defensive side as a rookie, Derek Stingley, and I think in his second year, now third year, going into his third year. So we didn't expect too much out of Houston, but they surprised us, and you know, we know what happened from there. Indianapolis was also a surprise too. I think I was more surprised about how Shane Steichen, how he came from Philly and was able to have a really good start with coaching for the Indianapolis Colts. And Anthony Richardson actually was not playing that bad before he got hurt and was out for the season. And then Gardner Minshew came in and they got some big wins. I know they had one big win against the Ravens 1 week, and they were one game away from making like that last spot in the playoffs. Or they were actually one game away, I think, from winning the division. Actually,
division was close towards the last couple of weeks
because that last week that the game that where the Texans had to go to Indianapolis to play the Colts, and it came down to that fourth down play and dude dropped the ball. Jonathan Taylor, I think, came back at the end of the season last year.
I guess that means we got to start talking about
But
I thought that was my joint, bro.
yeah, I don't know. It felt like Thanos was taking over our shit for a little while.
Hey,
I thought it was my joint.
But
I thought everybody was still hearing it. It was just me, so I was like, "Hey, I don't know what's going on."
I don't know. I just kept talking, just like, oh man, like please, like don't
See
cut
this.
this shit off.
See. Even the stream knows we.
Even
the stream knows we ain't supposed to be talking about the South.
Hey, the
They
stream
stream
is
on.
with you. The
The
stream is
stream
with you,
says,
Dre.
"Fuck
It ain't fucking with you. it ain't fucking with the South. But so, so I don't know. Like, so yeah, Texans are the clear favorite. I'm expecting it to be a little bit competitive. I don't think it'll be a clear runaway for the Texans. Like, they'll win the division.
All right, so I go next, man. I keep it short and sweet. The Jaguars got one of my dogs from LSU, Brian Thomas Jr., and they got Mason Smith on the D-line. So I hope both of them cook. But like Dave said, man, I don't really see too much. It might be a little competition, but I got the Texans winning this division. You know, they got my dog too, Derek Stingley over there at cornerback. I think if he stay healthy, he can prove to be a top 10 corner in this league.
Mm-hmm.
They do have 5 interceptions last year, 13 pass deflections. So if he just stay healthy, he's going to be a real problem. Will Anderson, they got another dog from LSU, Daniil Hunter on the D-line. So they had a great offseason, man.
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about Stephon Diggs. They got Diggs.
We haven't.
They got Tank Dell.
Yeah.
The
Nico
other
Collins.
receiver, I keep blanking on the other receiver's name.
Nico Collins.
Nico Collins.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
So like the tight end is nice. So
And they still got Mechie if they haven't traded him yet. There's been reports they try to trade Mechie, but
they stacked up at running back too, because then they get
they got Mixon.
They got Mixon,
and they got
that's what I'm saying.
They got Cam Akers as well. So
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
they got pieces that fit perfect around CJ. So it's like honestly I don't foresee CJ having a sophomore slump. I see him progressing very well, because like even if it's an off game that he's having, he has running backs that's going to be able to do the thing. He has a stout defense that's going to be able to do the thing and keep game close. Game close. So it's like y'all don't want to say it's going to be a runaway. I think it'll be close in the middle of the season, but then they're going to start running away.
What you got, like 4 games?
I give it 3.
3. I was gonna say 3. Yeah, I was gonna say they're gonna win it by 3 games. But y'all do this the Texas division to lose, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I gotta say about that one.
And the thing also too is like this is not even their window. I don't see their window opening. Like this is not the season for their window to open. I give them another year or 2, then maybe their window will start opening where they're gonna be competing with a Kansas City, or maybe I doubt it. Let me not put that chip on Pat's shoulder. But if they take any type of step back, I don't see them competing right now. Like I still got oh my God, I'm losing my train of thought. The Ravens above them. I still got the Ravens above them. I got them right in that same pocket with Joe Burrows and the Bengals. And honestly, that's really about it. That's in that second tier window.
Yeah. Oh shoot, I gotta pay my dog Chase, because this nigga ain't even practicing right now. You know what I'm saying? Because he want that contract. So if he don't be playing, then the Bengals gonna take a step back too. So that's gonna be another window they can climb into.
I need Chase to
I need Chase to play too, bro. Yeah,
I need him to get on that field.
Yeah, man. You gonna get your money, dog. Get on
Jamar Chase, if you listening to this, it's not about the parlays. It's just about fantasy, dog. We just want some yards, man. We just want some yards and some touchdowns. We just want yards and touchdowns.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna tweet you. I ain't gonna come at you sideways, brother. I just want you on the field, please.
That's my dog. I need my dog to play too, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
I guess a question I have for T, with Tennessee, as we know, they lost Derrick Henry. They added Calvin Ridley, but what do you expect to see from Tennessee if the offense just kind of doesn't look right this season with this huge change of losing a great player like Derrick Henry, and you pretty much going to be relying on your QB, the Mayo QB, more this year?
Really with Tennessee, I was looking at it as more of a development year for Will Levis. Like I said, no Derrick Henry, kind of lost the identity of the team. The Titans are going to be last in this division.
Yo, who they running back?
Honestly, I
have no idea.
I really can't even tell you.
I'm gonna say, is it the running back like the like Henry's backup last year? Like what's his name? Like Sharp or something?
Blossom game or something like that.
Something
They got
I would
Tony
be
Pollard. They picked up Pollard.
okay.
Oh,
Well,
I got
Tony
Pollard.
Pollard. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
they
Tony
did get Snead for cornerback too, man. But I just can't
Yeah.
see them doing too much of nothing this year,
Yeah.
man. No disrespect, KD. You know that's our boy here, Tennessee fan, but
Yeah.
I just can't see them doing too much, man.
It's not like I got no beef with Tennessee. You know,
Nah.
I used to root for them wholeheartedly before I became a Washington fan. To be honest with you, but it's just when you look at what the Jaguars are doing, when you look at what the Texans are doing, and even what the Colts are doing when they have like Jonathan Taylor, and then we expect them hopefully a full season Anthony Richardson. It's just they just don't look like they stack up against those other three teams, and it's really just levels to this.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we still got questions about Will Levis. Like, is he a legit starter QB in the league? Is he going to be a guy that could take them to another level, or is he just going to be a middle of the pack QB where eventually they are going to try and move on for him because he's just going to be stalling the team? So, I don't know. It's just Tennessee is just Tennessee right now.
Yeah, they just going through the motion. I mean, there's some good players there. I mean, well, DeAndre Hopkins on the last part of his career, but I like Jeffrey Simmons, the defensive tackle. I think he's solid. There's a lot of question marks, like you mentioned, around Will Levis, Treylon Burke, the wide receiver that they got.
Yeah,
I guess that was to replace A.J. Brown. I think he hasn't really proved much yet.
No.
Hard to replace that.
I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to replace that. So, I don't know. They're in that same category as like a team like Arizona, for example. That there's not much expectation for them. You can expect them to be somewhere in the top 5, top 10 in the draft next year. So, it's just kind of going through the motions. They're just trying to figure out what they need moving forward.
Speaking of Hopkins, because you brought it up, he's pretty much going towards like the later half of his career. If Tennessee's record's not looking like that at all, is there a potential of him being a player that teams see out during the trade deadline?
Yeah, for sure.
To make that late playoff push?
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Think about it. Like in Cincinnati, don't pay Jamar Chase. I think that could be an option.
I could see somebody like the
Miami, Buffalo, possibly.
The Bills definitely going to be in that market because they're going to be looking to extend what they have with Allen and also McDermott. He's probably going to be trying to make them like real big moves like that, so he doesn't end up on the hot seat. Yeah,
I don't know. Green Bay could be a possibility.
Yeah, they like their young receivers though, but I can see that too.
No, that's exactly what I was about to say. They
are stacked at their core. That's true. Maybe Detroit, maybe
maybe Arizona.
Yeah, he could go back to Arizona.
Arizona got draft capital. They got draft capital.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
but Arizona's got to be doing something though. Arizona got to be doing something if they're going to pull that trade.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess so we can wrap this up. Are we agreeing that we feel like Texans is going to be winning this division?
Yes.
Facts.
Yes, indeed.
All right. So will this division at least have 2 teams come out to make the playoffs?
I don't see it.
No. Looking at the North. Looking at the North.
Yeah, I think the North, bro. They're gonna get 3 teams, bro.
Yeah, it's a strong possibility of them getting 3 in.
Yeah, I just can't see it.
The way I look at it, the North's going to beat each other up. Even the Steelers, they're going to find a way to win 8, 9 games.
Yeah, honestly, then you got the Chargers over there as well. Like,
and then the AFC East, I can see them getting 2 in.
Yeah, like Miami and someone else.
Maybe the Jets.
Or the Jets.
Or the Jets. Yeah, I think it's a 1-team.
Yeah, it's funny done for them.
Division.
I think it's a possibility for them. It's a pathway for them to get 2 teams in there. It's just going to be difficult just because what we've been saying. AFC is just stacked. like AFC is just stat when it comes to football teams. Like you really gotta play your best football pretty much every time you line up in the AFC. There's only probably one, like if you're thinking about cupcake teams in the AFC, you think maybe Tennessee and who else?
The Raiders.
I feel like Raiders gonna play you hard.
Play hard, yeah.
No, Raiders are gonna play hard.
They're gonna play hard.
New England.
We just gotta see if they could carry that momentum over from last season better than like how the Giants did when they got their first year head coach going into the following season. So I think that's something, but I don't think the Raiders are a cupcake. I think they're gonna be a solid. They're gonna have some L's, but they're gonna be a difficult team to beat. I say that.
I could see that too.
I can give you that.
Yeah, they'll be competitive.
Same with the Chargers. So, but I'm thinking like cupcake teams. I'm thinking like maybe like you could possibly put Denver up in there if what's his name don't show out. Yeah, Tennessee.
New England.
It ain't that many, dog.
New England. So that's three teams that I'm like, okay, yeah, but everybody else in the FC, you like, fuck, man, like you gotta see these niggas three times in a row. You like, come on. Well, all right. We gave y'all about 15 minutes on that. So is everybody happy now? We did our due diligence for the AFC South. We did that.
We good.
All right. So let's get to the main event. As you know, last episode, it was all about the AFC and the NFC East. And, I brought my boys on to represent our respective teams. All four was represented on the NFC East side. Unfortunately, we couldn't get nobody to return to the pod for the NFC South episode. I don't know if people say they was busy or they trying to duck smoke. They don't want to get their takes on here again because there was some really, really bad takes on last NFC South podcast. So after a year, some offseason moves, some team building, new coaches, new players. Hey, I'm giving y'all the floor. This is y'all time to shine. Hey, y'all got 4 teams to talk about. Go ahead. The floor is yours, man.
Yo, who want to start this off, yo?
Fuck the Saints.
I'm about to say, go ahead, see.
Fuck the Saints. Remember last year? Oh, this is a 12-win team. This supposed to have been a 12-win team. I guess if we would have brought him back on this year, they would have said 12 again with Derek Carr.
They would have said 13.
They probably would have said 13. Dennis Allen as their damn head coach. Hell no. This piece of shit ass damn team, they getting everything that they fucking deserve, and I love that shit. Fuck the Saints as a staff, as a record label, and as a motherfucking crew. I'm gonna let y'all know that shit right goddamn now.
And if you want to be down with them, then fuck you too.
Michael Thomas, fuck you too.
Slam boy.
AJ Klein ain't even there no more, but fuck him too.
Damn.
Cam Jordan, fuck you, bitch ass nigga.
Oh yeah, Cam Jordan, weird ass nigga.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Weird ass,
goofy ass nigga. Yeah, goofy.
As y'all can see, we have no love for them niggas, man. Like none.
Lattimore, fuck that nigga. Matter of fact, y'all look at my background. Fuck them niggas.
He lean to the back.
Okay, I guess I do want to ask one question before we get back into it. So we all know y'all hate the Saints. Y'all made that pretty clear. But the Atlanta Falcons, we can't say they didn't make no moves this offseason. They bought some pieces. I'm not a fan of who they brought in as their quarterback, especially after his Achilles injury. But it is what it is. Some people are hyped. We all know what Kirk Cousins brings to the table. So, what's your expectations for the Falcons this season?
So, if I'm gonna keep it all the way a band with you, man, this is the Falcons' division to lose. Like, all that talent they brought in, bro, they got to win this division, man. Like, they are really the best team in the division.
They should honestly, they should outright win the division. I don't want to hear nothing about they won it by 1 game or they won it by 2 games. It came down to the last 2 weeks of the no, fuck no. Y'all should be running away with this division. Like, not saying y'all should be a 13-win team, but like head and shoulders, you're above everyone else. You should win at least 10 games.
Yeah, talent wise, it's not even close, bro. I can't even hate on that. Like talent wise, they got the best talent in the South. Easily got the best talent in the South. You got 2 receivers out there. Your running back is dumb nice. You know what I'm saying? Your only question mark is really the quarterback. The defense, they got Jesse Bates. They got
two running
AJ
backs.
Terrell. Yeah, they got 2 running backs. The other dude, I didn't even say the other dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So head and shoulders, they are
Didn't they just find somebody else on defense?
Justin Simmons.
Justin Simmons.
Yeah.
Justin Simmons. They got the boy Judon from New England.
Matthew Judon. Yep.
So like they should really win this division, bro. I can't even hate on that.
Yeah, I think he up in age, but Calais Campbell is over there. I think.
He's a solid vet. He was a solid vet.
So,
he's the vet that's gonna be there. Like if shit start going south, he'll be able to pull them back together.
I guess my problem with the Falcons is like their whole QB strategy because they brought in Kirk, they signed him all that money, and then they took Penix in the draft, Michael Penix in the draft. So I get what they're trying to do. They try and do like a kind of Green Bay scenario. It's like we're gonna let Penix sit. He's gonna be our future eventually. So they're not going to throw him into a fire like a lot of teams had to deal with young quarterbacks in this new era of QB play. But I just know like Kirk Cousins, when it comes to primetime game, he doesn't bring it. Kirk Cousins in the playoffs doesn't show up. He literally went to the Vikings and all they did was change the QB position. Case Keenum took him to the NFC Championship game. Kirk Cousins hasn't won a playoff game yet, I think, for Minnesota, and he has bad losses to the New York Giants. So I'm sorry, like people's like, well, Kirk's such a nice guy. He could be a nice guy, but he's not going. Nice guys sometimes just don't bring it through when it matters when it comes to this football shit. And he could be the nicest guy ever. Y'all can give him all the change y'all want. When it matters, when you put the money down, he's just gonna fold like a fucking chair at a fucking at church, dog. Like. I don't know how many times do they have to see this shit, y'all? How many times does he have to prove this? But yeah, hey, shout out to his agent though. Shout out to his agent though.
What Dre is saying, that's not Aaron Rodgers, that's not Brett Favre. He ain't win y'all no fucking Super Bowl over there. Nah. So y'all sit here and brought this guy down just for him to stink it up for 2 games, and then the fans gonna start clamoring for Penix. So it's gonna start turning into one of those situations where it's like, when are y'all gonna put him in? You drafted him, you're not doing anything. So the coaches are going to start feeling that heat where they're going to have to play him before they want to play him. And
Penix only played one preseason game. They was like, yeah, we good.
Yeah, one thing about Atlanta.
No, go ahead,
Their schedule early is tough, man. You got Pittsburgh at home, which is going to be a road game because Pittsburgh fans are going to take over that stadium. Then you go at Philadelphia on a Monday night when we know Kirk doesn't play well on primetime games.
Nope.
And they have Kansas City at home the very next week on Sunday night. So off the gate,
that's 0-3.
0-3 is not far fetched.
Yeah.
If they can't get that game against the Steelers, they're going 0-3.
They really going 0-3.
And then if they go 0-3, that's gonna be it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to say, we're gonna stick with Cousins and not put in Penix. Like you can't tell me he's not gonna be in.
I mean, but if you're looking at the teams though, because they're gonna give him the excuse as this is his first year here, like injuries. This is his first year here, so it's like the team needs time to build the chemistry, all the other stuff, because they're going against teams like Kansas City and Philadelphia, which are
if that's the excuse that they're gonna give, they need to fire that GM because you gave him all of that money first and foremost.
I was about to say, you can give him all that money. You got all this talent around now.
Hey, I'm just giving you the Dan Orlovsky takes that's going to come when they start 0-3.
I know.
I'm just letting y'all know.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know. So with that, what's Tampa Bay's schedule looking like? Because last year, we understand, y'all, we didn't give Tampa Bay a lot of love. We just don't know a lot of Tampa Bay fans. We try to bring them on. We know like one dude, and he's super busy getting that back. So, hey, it is what it is. But Tampa, as much shit we didn't talk about with them last year, they actually ended up winning the division. They brought back Baker, and they gave him that contract. They still got Mike Evans, but they did lose a lot of pieces. So, is that like the second team in the division? Do y'all think like?
Oh yeah.
Like they gonna make a little noise? Okay.
Yeah, they can make it interesting depending on how they first couple of games are.
They really make it interesting. So honestly, realistically, they could go 3-0 in their first games.
Who they got?
They got Washington.
Upset. Fuck that. Upset. Fuck that. Upset.
At Detroit week 2.
Fuck that. Upset. We're gonna do y'all a favor. We're gonna do y'all a favor. Upset early.
And then
Upset
Are we
early.
really?
and then Denver
We really
week
trusting
3.
Detroit?
Yeah,
What a
yeah.
game? What's a
Detroit
game
has a
at?
good team.
It's
Yeah.
at Detroit.
The
It's
game's
at
in
Detroit.
Detroit.
Yeah, I got
The
them
game's in
beaten. I
Detroit.
got them beaten. I got
Bucks
them
actually
beaten.
got an okay defense. I'm not gonna sit here and say they got a
Hey,
trash defense.
okay, ain't gonna win on the road at Detroit.
Yeah, I got
I'll
Detroit
put a
winning that.
parlay on
We're
that right
talking
now.
like Detroit is Kansas City then.
No, I'm talking that Detroit's gonna beat Tampa Bay. That's what I'm talking.
All right.
That's what I'm talking like.
All right.
That's what I'm talking like.
Damn, I'm
But
over here defending them
yeah,
like I'm one of them.
Who they
niggas.
who they got? Who they got third?
Denver. They play Denver at.
That's a
That's a
dub.
dub. That's a
That's a
dub.
dub.
This
Then they
skunk
play
niggas.
Philly. They play Philly.
So they can go 2-2 realistically, maybe.
Yeah, and then they're at Atlanta. Then they're at Saints back to back.
Ooh,
Falcons
y'all
at-
division is gonna be interesting in that first month because I'm looking at y'all schedule. I'm hearing y'all schedule now. Like, okay, so Tampa could go 2-2. Falcons can start out 0-3, 1-3.
Tell you right now, the Saints losing that first game. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh, yeah.
that is what it is.
They must lose that first game.
They're losing that first game, son. So they're going 0-1. We're going 1-0. So that's what I know. Just telling you like it is, man.
I know
Somebody
for
put in
sure.
Atlanta's schedule and see what that fourth game is.
Oh, Atlanta.
Yeah.
The Saints is like week 4, or
No,
the
they
fourth
playing the
game.
Saints. Okay. Yeah.
They're going to beat the Saints.
Yeah. If they don't beat Pittsburgh to be 2-2, they're gonna have to they're really gonna have to beat the Saints because you just walk yourself out of the race for the division if you end up playing the Bucks and you 0-4.
Yeah, that Falcons schedule is rough because I mean we talked about the first few weeks against the Chiefs and Steelers and the Eagles. Then later on you got to play the Cowboys and the Chargers. The Vikings. I don't know about that.
No, they're gonna beat them.
Yeah, that first month or two is gonna be rough for them. I don't know.
Yo, really looking at this, like Bucks, they gonna make it interesting with the Falcons.
I might say Bucks not a bad team.
Bucks
not a bad team.
They got some stretches of winnable games, but then they have like 2 games here where they would definitely lose, like against the 49ers and the Chiefs. But then
I put it like this: if Baker Mayfield played like he did last year, Bucks have a chance at every game.
Uh-huh.
They have a chance at every game. I feel like they need to improve their run game. Their run game was pretty anemic. I mean, they do got dude that's always catching at the backfield, but outside of that, it's like that run game is not to be desired.
They have their bye week at week 11. After their bye, they have the Giants, they got us, they got the Raiders, they got the Chargers.
Damn.
The Bucks?
Yeah.
Shit. Hey.
Damn. I would say this about Baker.
Their bye week is at the perfect week because they literally they play Kansas City, then they play San Francisco, then it's their bye. So if you're bleeding, you get some rest time, and then you come back with 3 to 4 winnable games.
Damn. Yeah, they're gonna make it interesting. They are, but I still think the Falcons top to bottom. Is more talented than they are.
Oh, absolutely. They're the most talented team in the division,
by far.
No questions. Yeah, by far. But will they win the division? No.
They should, man.
They should. Like
they
should. They should win by 2 games. They really should.
They should. But I don't know.
If Tampa Bay get on the road, like what Atlanta better hope that Tampa Bay doesn't beat one of them big teams.
Decisions. Okay. All right. So we talked about we talked about the Falcons. We talked about the Saints or the Aints. We talked about the Bucks. So Panther fans, how y'all feeling this year, man? How y'all feel like coming into this year? I know it was a rough season last year. What can go wrong did go wrong. You got people at restaurants putting signs on board to have the owner come in and talk to them and shit like that. As T was said, hey, do your job. I don't have to say shit. So, Panther Nation, the floor is yours. How y'all feeling about this season? What y'all looking forward to?
Just give me 5 games. That's it.
That's it, man. Like I said before, like I said in the chat one time, bro, just be competitive, bro. If they could be competitive and show me, some improvement, I'll be happy. We're not going to the playoffs, bro. Like, I already accepted that. If you can just win 5 games, bro, I'll be happy. You know what I'm saying? But make every game competitive. Play hard. Show some improvement.
Give me the decision making that Bryce had in that one drive in the against the Bills. That's all I need.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he made some great decisions. Like, his feet was set, mechanics was perfect. He was able to read through his progressions. He didn't force anything. He let the game come to him. If Bryce is giving me that, we good to go.
I need Bryce Young to have a good season. I need J.C. Horn to stay healthy for most of the season.
Yes.
No, all of the season.
All of the season.
All of the season.
Hey, look, all of the season is a stretch.
Give me 15 games, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Bro. 14, 15 games.
That's all, bro.
Yeah, I need progress from. I know Chuba Hubbard's gonna do his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Corey, that dude that you hate so much, I'm not gonna say his name, but I hope he gives us something.
No, he need to stay on the bench until
he gotta give us something, bro.
Come back.
He gotta do something, bro.
He gotta give us something, bro. He gotta give us something.
The way he been talking in the preseason,
yeah.
I mean, in the preseason,
that man,
bro.
I hope y'all.
That's what he said. Man, you know what I'm saying?
I hope that old line's better then, because he ain't shit out. He ain't creating on his own. We've seen that. He got exposed last year.
Much better, but yeah,
not the O-line really. The O-line really better.
The O-line like that.
And I need somebody to step up and be the clear number one receiver. Is that going to be Deontay Johnson? Could that be Mingo? Is that going to be Xavier Leggett?
Shout out to Leggett too.
Shout out to the homie.
Shout out to the homie.
Shout out to Leggett.
He was outside with the boys.
He was outside with the homies, man.
Facts.
He tapped in. But I need someone to be that clear number one wide receiver. And I'm impressed with what Dave Canales is bringing to the table as a head coach. Like, I'm good with dude, because I know week in, week out, he's gonna be like a motivator. He's gonna be that guy, like, trying to get the best out of his players, and that's all I can ask for someone that is coming in that's never been a head coach before. So I just need you to come in, be a leader of men, get Bryce Young to that level that he needs to be at, get the offense to step up more than they have last year, have some consistency, and I need the defense to show up too. So,
this is what I like about Canales. Canales came in with a plan. He came in, first thing that he wanted to do was make sure that we have an O-line that's going to be able to protect Bryce and keep him standing up. Then his plan for Bryce was keep the ball in your hands for at most 2.77 seconds. That's all you need. That gives you enough time to read through your progressions and get the ball where you need it to be.
Okay.
So it's been working. Like I said, we looked at that one drive. Bryce was delivering the ball like how he needed to. Even if you look at the quarterback that we cut, Plummer, and we haven't seen Andy Dalton any of the preseason because he's hurt. But Plummer, he was dialing up a little bit, especially in the last game. He was horrible in the first 2 games, but he had the time to do what he needed to do. Even going back to Bryce, he was able to escape a lot of pressures. He knew where he needed to be. Him and Deontay Johnson look like they're going to be like in sync. Because one of the plays, like I was looking at tape breakdown the other day, and they were talking about the one play where a route broke down. I forgot who it was. One of the tight ends, they messed up on the route, and Deontay Johnson, he looked back and noticed that Bryce was being rushed out of the pocket. So he just ran off to the sideline so he could catch the ball. So it's stuff like that you can't teach.
That release he did too to get to that sideline, that shit was filthy, son.
That was perfect. But it's shit like that that you just can't teach. If you're already on the same wavelength with your quarterback and all right, he's escaping pressure, let me get open so I know that he'll be able to at least deliver the ball. That, like, if we see more of that, like, I'm confident that we're going to be not a competitive team, but we're going to at least get to go in the right direction.
Yeah. And one thing I like about Canales too, man, he on that me and Dre vibe. We on that POV, positive vibes only. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody say, bro. You don't want to go into your workplace and it's negative environments, bro. You know what I'm saying? You want to go somewhere where it's positive. And one thing about Canales is he stay positive, bro. Like, he gonna keep it a stack with you, but he's gonna be positive. He's gonna, you know what I'm saying, tell you what you could do better. And he's gonna do it in a stern way, but he's gonna do it in a positive way as well. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody wants that positive environment when you're in your workplace.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
I got a question. I'm gonna start with T. With the success CJ Stroud had last year, and again, there's no hate towards him. We was all rooting for him to be great, but we know there's a faction of Carolina fans after they saw what he did for the Texans. Like, damn, did we draft the right guy? Is there any pressure on Bryce Young to have a decent season or show like why he should have been the number one draft pick, or is there actually some time to like let's see how he looks with better coaching, a better offensive line, and like with some weapons like this, like his true year one and being a quarterback in the NFL?
I think it's a mixed bag of both. I mean, you got some people in the media down here saying that Bryce Young's on the hot seat. I'm not going to say any names, but certain clowns write certain shit and still get employed by ESPN. So,
but oh my god,
cook. Fuck them niggas, cook.
But I mean, obviously, with CJ doing what he did and him getting MVP hype, there's going to be pressure on Bryce Young. Anytime you're number one pick in the draft, there's going to be pressure, especially when one of your peers had an historical season as a rookie and was in MVP discussions already. He walked into a favorable situation. I mean, let's be honest, Frank Wright didn't want Bryce Young. They changed their offense 3 times before the season even started last year.
Yep.
He was tanking my boy. That shit is disgusting.
Trust me, I've seen it before with Wayne King.
Oh yeah,
with RG3. Yeah. With RG3 and what's his name, and Gruden and Jay Gruden. No, it's like I never had a problem with us drafting Kirk Cousins because honestly, the way Rob played, we needed like a true backup quarterback that knew the system and threw how it went. It was obvious that Gruden was trying to derail this boy RG3's career. Like he just did not like him. I don't know what his approach was. Like he put Rob out there in the preseason with backup old linemen. Like who does that? Like who does that shit? So it was real obvious. But before we go to everybody else about this question, another added layer to this is because y'all traded so much to get that pick to draft Bryce Young. Not only are you dealing with like the CJ Stroud effect, now you got to deal with Caleb Williams at the Bears because they used that pick to draft Caleb Williams. So now it's like if he has a great season for Chicago and turns that ship around. So now you got the Texans and the Bears, who are teams that y'all been kind of around the last couple of drafts with. And they got their QBs, and you got Bryce Young. If the Bears are doing good, then I think that's just an extra layer of like pressure on that as well. But Dave, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, like we were saying, it was very clear that Frank Wright wanted CJ. I remember like at the combine last year, how like kind of just the interactions that they were having. Him and Luke McCown, one of the coaches, like they were just it almost seemed like a done deal that CJ Stroud was going to come to Carolina, and then I guess maybe a month later things changed. Yeah. David Tepper stepped in.
Honestly, I feel like it was them that leaked that whole CJ and that test score thing. I think it was them. Just so it made keep with it. So it made it seem like the decision to go to Bryce was okay. All right. Well, I'm not gonna say them. I'm gonna say it was probably Tepper.
Yeah. I don't put nothing past that dude, son, at all.
I mean, but even if we had a quarterback like CJ Stroud, or even if we had, we're in a position to draft Caleb Williams. They still would have stunk. They would have stunk. They would have stunk. Like there's a better CJ Stroud has a better structure in Houston. He has a better coach. He has a better offensive line. He has a better like system in Houston. Like Caleb Williams right now, like he hasn't played a regular season game yet, but you can tell that he has a better system. He shows like he has like a system that will work for him. He has a system that will work for him.
Who?
Huh?
You're gonna stop this shit, Corey.
No. It's no disrespect to Caleb Williams whatsoever. Anything that I say is not disrespect to Caleb Williams. They don't have no structure there. What are they gonna do?
They don't, but
Yeah.
they gave that man weapons. The O-line
They
trash.
gave the man
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like,
They gave
if
him an
you have,
opportunity.
Yeah, they
if
gave
you
him
have a trash
opportunity.
O-line, like we've seen this shit before. If you have a trash
Right.
O-line, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah, but
Okay.
they gave him better weapons than what Carolina gave Bryce
He
last
got-
year.
he got
it's
better
no
weapons than what he
disrespect.
do.
Yeah, he got better. He got weapons. That's it. But if you have a D lineman coming at you, all in your face, by the time you get the ball in your hands, how are you gonna get to that weapon?
Yeah, you got a point.
But like Caleb Williams,
And who is his running back? Who do
Caleb,
he has to lean on when it comes to his ring game?
They got DeAndre Swift.
Swift.
They got Swift, and they got Herbert.
Shit, he had more than what Bryce Young had last year.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
If Caleb Williams was in Carolina last year with what we had last year, it would be like it would be so distraught about
and to be honest, what treated the Bears to drafting Caleb Williams was he has a lot of unscripted plays where if things break down, he can try something. That's why they give him that like Patrick Mahomes critique. It's like he's not Pat Mahomes, but when shit breaks down, he scrambles out the pocket. He can roll out the pocket and just make. We saw in the preseason, shit broke down. He was able to roll out the pocket.
I seen Bryce do the same pass.
His overall like just stature.
I seen Bryce do the same pass last year. Like
okay.
Once again, it's no disrespect whatsoever.
But understand. Do y'all have a DeAndre Swift? Do you have a Keenan Allen? You used to have more. You used to have more.
None of that. We have none
of
that. Chicago.
If they really are like that, I'll eat my crow. I'll eat my crow about it.
How you like to fry, bake?
You can prepare it however you want. If they really
I feel like K. Will's gonna cook.
I wanted to preface it because
how many quarterbacks have we seen cook, but the team's still trash?
Caleb hasn't played a regular season.
That's what I see.
So we don't know. So we don't know for sure. But when you have two guys that have been number one receivers on certain teams, and you have another guy, a rookie, that could potentially be a number one in 2 or 3 years, that is much better than what the receiving core that we have, regardless of what the O-line looks like. Yeah, so we don't know for sure what Caleb Williams is going to look like once the regular season starts. But damn it, they have a lot better. They have a lot better situation as far as the setup.
I want to say it, man. Why can't they do this for Justin Fields, bro?
That's another reason why
they wanted him
about it.
They wanted him out of there, unfortunately.
They wanted him out.
They want him out of there.
O-line that they put that man behind, and we seen how Justin Fields. So if you're telling me that the same O-line that Justin Fields had is the same O-line that Caleb Williams had, and Justin Fields literally was the most sacked quarterback in the league last year. If you're telling me that they're supposed to be that much better just because they got extra receivers,
but Corey, unfortunately, and I hate to do this because Justin Fields is my boy. Watch the tape. How long was Justin Fields patting that ball like this and got the sack? How many times were he was making inaccurate throws down the field? So some of that shit was on Justin Fields. Because we was hoping when they added DJ Moore, a lot of that shit would be erased. But as you watch that tape, and it's like he has that Washington game, and then the week after, so he only had like a good 3-week stretch. Other than that, was there anything out from Justin Fields last year that stuck out? You was like, damn, they really shouldn't have got rid of him.
He had some good games towards the end of the season, but again, Justin Fields was set up to fail, and so far Bryce Young has been set up to fail. So getting back to the original point, this is more to me, because I'm thinking of it as reasonable. To me, this is Bryce Young's real rookie season.
That's what I figured.
Last year was a complete. Last year, you can just throw last year away. It was a shit show.
It was a wash.
But there are other people in this fan base in the media that aren't going to give him that grace. So he's under some pressure. If you're logical and analyzing everything from a macro level, Bryce Young last year wasn't necessarily Bryce Young's fault. It was an organizational failure from the top down, starting with the owner, who's a piece of shit, and our bogus GM, Mr. Laser Eyes, who's gone. Just a complete failure across the board. So I'll give Bryce Young a pass last year, but I'll give it to about halfway through the season. If he doesn't start showing signs halfway through the season, there's going to be a little more questions raised, and the fan base is going to get antsy because we did give up a lot to get Bryce Young. If David Tepper, who has shown no patience as an owner, and if he's patient, we probably had the number one pick in this year's draft. Could have decided between Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May, whoever. But he was impatient. And when you give up as much as we gave up to go number one, you have to know for sure that you're getting your guy and that he's going to pan out. You give up that many assets. When you give up a DJ Moore, when you give up what ended up being the number one pick in the draft and other draft picks.
And I think that was the problem. I think that was the problem. Y'all traded the wrong piece to get that number one pick. If you go and draft a QB, then if you already have a number one wide receiver in place and you don't have to get rid of him to get that pick, keep that motherfucker, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hated that for y'all because Corey, we talk about it, like how similar both our franchises are like and shit like that. And it's like I hate as soon as Tepper came out, it's like, damn, they're going to do the same shit. Like this is some Snyder ass moves that's going on. Like Snyder would do some shit like that because it's like I feel like Bryce Young, he just like cleaner. He might sell some shit like that. I feel like I could control him better than a CJ Stroud. Like that's some like ownership moves that would derail your season like that. So I'm just hoping now that you have a new coach, some like fresh blood in your organization, that it would be better this season.
I was there at the stadium, working for Vashti Carolina Blitz when he got drafted. And he, when he's speaking to the media, very PC, very corporate guy, very guy that sell to the white masses. But I need to know, and I've seen it when he's actually on the sideline, he's in his element, that dog. Bryce Young really can be a dog. Screw being Mr. Company Man.
Yeah.
Be a dog, bro. This is your team, bro. Be a dog, bro. I don't care about being Mr. Safe Guy, Mr. Company Man. Fuck David Tepper.
I need to see that Bryce. I need to see that Bryce that was at Alabama, like when he had those games. Like I remember when he came out with like a fire against that Kansas State because they was mad they didn't make it to. So he was like, "Fuck this." He said because he could have skipped the bowl game, but he's like, "Fuck this." I'm gonna light this shit up. That's the Bryce that I think you want to see. That's the Bryce. He got that energy. Yeah. He's gonna stand on business. That's the player that I think he can be.
To be honest, I seen Bryce with more dog in him when they was changing tires at the NASCAR shit at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Come on.
It's not hate. It's not hate. He really did. He showed you more. He showed you more aura. He showed you more dog. He showed you more everything. Like he really did. Like he just dapping somebody up. Yeah, nigga. Him saying that, like, okay, all right, we got this one.
I don't know who's his. I don't know if it's his agent or David Tepper himself, but Bryce has been very PC.
Yeah,
and we don't need that.
Yeah,
we don't have the structure in place to have company guys. No, we need.
Y'all need attitude. Y'all need attitude.
I think what it is at the same time, they saw what Cam went through, so it's like. They want a quarterback to have attitude, but they don't want it to have Cam type attitude. So it's like, what
you can't be scared. You can't be scared like that because at the end of the day, I'm sorry, if franchises can push people that are smooth felons out here, then I'm sorry. If the felons that have talent can get pushed through, then we gotta be able to push the PC guys too. He might not be quote unquote like on podcasts like CJ Elder talking like he's from Texas, talking from LA and shit like that. But if the dude can ball, then that matters to me.
He had the wrong backups, if you ask me. He had the wrong vet. His vet was Andy Dalton. He had the wrong vet. And if we're like honestly think about this, if we're looking for a quarterback that's gonna have that aura, that's gonna have that attitude, you don't want Andy Dalton. It should have been someone like a Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod Taylor. Yeah.
Jacoby Brissett.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's who you should have had as his vet. And it like, all right, this is how you would show the attitude in the NFL. Bryce was still a young guy trying to find his way. Like, lo and behold, with CJ, CJ came in, not giving a fuck. He was on a
This is
team
my
that
team.
wasn't expected.
Yeah,
He was on a team that wasn't expected to do anything. At the same time, he had a coach that like let him do his own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And look at the guy that he was following up. If you think about it, the guy that he was following up was freaking nasty.
I know it was like, bro.
Hey, but before the allegations came out, the man did throw for over 4,000 yards and like hella touchdowns. Like he was a top 10. He was a top 5 player. Honestly,
at the same thing about it, when you look at like personality and aura, even minus the allegations, look at their personalities. They're completely different. CJ and Deshaun, they're two completely different personalities.
They are.
That's why CJ got the opportunity to be himself and show those things, because Deshaun was pretty much a quiet guy.
Look who his coaches, man.
Balling.
Look who see his coaches, bro.
I was gonna say that,
honest, bro. Frank Wright about born as the paint on my wall, bro.
Yeah. The best thing that they had about them was Deuce Staley.
Yeah.
We all thought Deuce Staley was going to be the guy that, all right, he's going to inject some energy into that team, then do a goddamn thing.
Didn't do none.
Frank Wright came out here to get his granddaughter on with the team and to retire, get a retirement check. He wasn't here to be
North Carolina.
Fuck
out.
Nasty business, man.
Nasty.
Very nasty, bro.
He came here coked up like his former owner.
Damn,
homie. You're taking advantage of that book of rhymes, ain't you?
My bad. My bad, Dave. You let me borrow it.
Yeah.
Man, watching Perk Ursay celebrating our locker room last year was just sickening, bro.
Oh.
And then like some dude ran like 2 pick sixes on us, bro, that day.
Yeah, but speaking of sick, man,
it was
going to transition to college football, bro. My nose, god damn it. God damn, bro.
Now y'all niggas gonna lose the opener, bro. Y'all had 2 years before to lose the freaking season opener, dog.
You should have went to Ireland. Apparently, BT. If you went to Ireland,
I see that, bro. I had DJ playing quarterback, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
College football is back. Unfortunately, my nose lost to Georgia Tech, a very underrated Georgia Tech team. I told people Georgia Tech was better than what people were giving them credit for. Remember, Georgia Tech gave Georgia a pretty good game last year at the end of the season. They only lost to Georgia by 8. This is when Georgia was undefeated, trying to three-peat. So Georgia Tech a lot better than people think. They brought back a lot, and they improved on their defensive side of the ball. Mike Norvell was conservative. DJU was DJU. I don't know why FSU fans thought he was going to come in here and whatever. It was very clear that Mike Norvell didn't trust him because he didn't open up the playbook.
Nope.
And, we've already seen a top 10 team go down. We got some huge games coming up this week, starting tomorrow. Carolina's playing Minnesota, ACC Big Ten action, possibly a future conference game, knock on wood. We got Colorado, North Dakota State.
Set it up, T. Set it up.
Hey, man, ACC is garbage, but, I'm going to say that for a whole nother pod, bro.
We understand. Yeah, we're going to save it. We're going to save it. We're going to save it.
Basketball matchups would be nasty, though. Them basketball matchups would go crazy.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. We got Colorado and North Dakota State. Friday, we got Temple, Oklahoma. And then Saturday, at high noon, we get popping.
Some big dog.
Georgia.
Yeah.
13.5-point spread up against Clemson. I'm taking the over. I'm
taking the over.
Clemson to the ground.
Yeah.
I want them to dog.
I want complete domination. Fuck Dabo.
T agenda at 12 noon is going to be crazy, y'all. I want y'all to know. He going to say, run that shit up every 2 seconds, dog.
Hey, yo, T, pull up to the crib, bro. Pull up to the crib.
Man, look, bro. Look, man. For a team last year that was 4-4 in the middle of the season, bro, I seen too many Clemson fans talking junk, bro. Like, we didn't, we don't have to defend champs. Like, we went 13-0 before we got snubbed by the committee. Y'all were 4-4 in the middle of the season last year, called for double head, bro. Worry about what y'all got going on this Saturday. Worry about beating NC State, and then worry about coming to Tallahassee later on the season, bro.
Talk to him, T.
Fans, bro.
Hey, can I get some of that slander real quick? Can I get some of that slander real quick?
Go ahead.
One thing I know, I was looking at Twitter like last week, and a Clemson fan was trying to drag an NFL quarterback, and he ended up getting dragged.
Hey, that's T homeboy,
hey,
dog.
No, it's not, right. Never met that
That's your homeboy, son.
Hey man.
Only thing I know.
Hey, let me say this. If you go and slander a player or you go and slander a team, please make sure the player you are slandering don't have highlight tapes of you trucked by said player. Please. Please.
When he was a sophomore, you was a senior. That's what they said. That's what the script said.
It makes it even worse. I didn't even know the years. This isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, when he was a senior, like old dude was a sophomore.
He was a sophomore. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's what the street
said. So he got weight room by a sophomore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not only are they watching, but they talking now.
And your boy said it, man. Jay-Z said it back in the day.
Exactly.
The streets is watching that they talking, bro.
Oh yeah. And then what else we got? We got Penn State, West Virginia. That's an underrated game. Penn State's gonna be on upset alert. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And let's see what else we got.
You got A&M and Notre Dame.
Oh yeah, the 3:30. Dre, I wish Brad was here.
Oh yeah.
I got Florida. You're only 2.5 point favorites, which is interesting because Florida
2.5 points favorite. They got Florida with a 58% chance winning. I'm gonna say this shit. Ain't nothing much to say. If we don't win by double touchdowns and shit, hey, it's gonna be something. Get the fuck out of Miami. We ain't got time for that. We should dog walk the shit out of Florida. Sorry, Ant, you my boy, but fuck Florida. Fuck what y'all represent. Y'all documentary was ass. Fuck that T-Pub pub piece. That was bullshit. Y'all traded Chris Lee. Y'all traded Chris Lee like bullshit. Y'all, I ain't gonna forget that. This game is gonna be for y'all. That game gonna be for y'all. Then you coming into the swamp and we busting that ass. Fuck all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say as a loser, this game will be in the hot seat. And I'm sorry, I'm not even trying to be biased, but if Mario Cristobal doesn't win this game, bro, he's got to go, bro.
That's the.
Miami's too good to lose to Florida, bro. Like they have too much talent. They recruited too well. But Mario Cristobal, it's time for you to prove as a coach, bro. You brought in talent, but you're 12-13 as a coach at Miami, bro. That's unacceptable. Oregon, you left Oregon, and Dan Lanning comes in, and Oregon got better.
Yep.
Like Mario Cristobal, bro, you are on the hot seat, bro. And we said it in the chat, but I'm gonna say it right now: if Miami can't at least get to the ACC championship game, and they can't get to Charlotte in December,
it's failed.
That's a failed season, bro. They had their schedule set up very well. I know some idiots that were on ESPN talking about Virginia Tech. I know Virginia Tech's bringing back a lot, but come on, bro. Look at Miami's roster. Look at Virginia Tech's roster, bro. Like, seriously. Even though I think Miami does go to Blacksburg. Hold on, let me fact check that real quick.
I think we do. I think we go to VTech, but you know, in order for Miami to say they're bad, you have to go into Blacksburg and win those games. You have to go into Florida and win those games.
Y'all got Virginia Tech at home.
Shit, don't matter. We still got to win those games. Like
this is an win, man.
This is an opportunity for Miami to have like a get back season because, truth be told, Miami screws up this season. It's going to be an overhaul going into that next season because the way the transfer portal works, the way these coaches come and go, like teams are really on a year-to-year basis to make sure to prove how good they really are because nobody wants to come to like a sinking program. And people want shine when a team is winning and stuff like that. So Miami has to make sure they take good opportunity this year. I am looking at SMU because SMU is coming with firepower with their offense and everything. But outside,
they didn't look that great last week. They did play last week. They didn't look that great. But like I said, these early season games are always tricky, bro.
Yeah.
You know, the team you have now is not the team you're going to have later. So sometimes early season you find a way to win and advance to the next week. But SMU is definitely a team to watch out for.
Yep. And unfortunately, like in college football, there's not a lot of like preseason games that teams be doing, like where they play against other teams, like they kind of get to see what they have and everything. They really just have the spring game and all that just to see what they have. And then they really just practicing against each other until week 0, week 1. So it's going to be some teams going to take a little bit longer to get turning and turning and everything. So, but
yeah, Texas A&M 3-point favorites versus number 7 Notre Dame. If I was a betting man, I'm taking Notre Dame, bro. I don't trust A&M. Mike Elko's a great coach. Don't be wrong.
Hey, these bets and these spreads are weird. They trying to set somebody's parlay up, man. Something going on over there.
I'm about to fuck around and make some bread then.
Yeah, and then LSU 4-point favorites versus USC in Vegas.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a whole lot of purple and gold in Las Vegas on Sunday this weekend. They're gonna tear Vegas up. LSU fans are gonna party in Vegas. I think they're gonna beat USC. Should be a decent game, but I don't think USC is physically ready for what LSU's gonna bring in the trenches. BT,
We'll see, bro. So this matchup is crazy, bro. As y'all know, I'm an LSU fan. You know what I'm saying? This matchup is crazy because if you think about it, it's year 3 of Brian Kelly, year 3 of Lincoln Riley. They both replacing Heisman quarterbacks. So you got new quarterbacks coming in. They both overhauled their defensive staff. You know what I'm saying? From last year.
That's why
defenses were trash last year.
That's why that's the key of the game I'm looking for, the defense from both squads.
And then
because y'all got playmakers.
Yeah, we do.
They got
we do. We got Harold Perkins out there. USC, they got I think 11 transfers on defense. So it's gonna be interesting to see, man. To be honest with you, bro, I ain't even gonna talk no shit because LSU is 0-4 these last 4 openers. You know what I'm saying? They gotta show me. You know what I'm saying? They gotta show me they can win the opening game for me to get happy. I ain't happy yet. So we'll see what happens, man. Hope they got better talent. They should win. But yeah, until they win an opener, I can't say anything.
How you feel about your QB coming into the season? Cause I know, Joe Burrow, then JD5 is like that's 2 good QBs you coming off of, man. So what's the expectation for this year?
So Nuss, what I'm about to say is gonna sound real crazy because Jaden went number 2. But arm talent for arm talent, like Nuss arm talent is probably better than Jaden's arm talent, bro. Like Jaden was a unicorn because Jaden got the legs, and Jaden can throw the ball too. But I done seen Garrett throw 60 yards easy, just launching that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The only thing with Garrett is the intermediate throws. If he can get them down packed, we'll be fine. Yeah, we definitely lost 2 first-round receivers, but it's LSU, bro. Like, they breed receivers at LSU. So we got some more receivers coming up. But I got faith in Garrett, man. This is Garrett. He's a redshirt junior. He is behind. He's seen what Jaden did the past 2 years, so he know what to do. He's very mature. He's the son of a coach. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's ready for the spotlight. He loves LSU, so he's ready to put on. Offensive line, we got a veteran offensive line, 4 starters return. So the talent is there. We just got to win the opener. You know what I'm saying? Then we can go from there.
All right, fellas. So, we're at a 12-team playoff, and it's never too early for predictions. So, BT, I'm going to start with you. Who you got winning the SEC this year?
Georgia.
Are you sure about that? Look at the schedule, bro.
Their schedule is tough, man. Their schedule tough.
This is Georgia's schedule, y'all. For those of you who don't know, haven't been tuned in. Georgia has Clemson. At Alabama, Auburn, Mississippi State, at Texas, at Ole Miss, Tennessee, and then Georgia Tech at the end of the season.
Yeah, that's kind of tough, man.
Oh, they're playing Clemson and Bama back to back.
Oh no, they don't play back to back, but they play Bama like week 4.
Oh, the relevant teams. Okay, got you.
I'm gonna go with Texas. The newcomers are coming to the mighty SEC.
Fuck Texas.
I like
the reason why, bro. Look at Texas' schedule.
Their schedule easy. Their schedule easy as hell.
At Michigan. Let's be honest, Michigan's overrated, bro. Michigan's only ranked number 9 based on what they did last year.
Yeah.
Like how Florida State was ranked 10. These preseason rankings sometimes are based on what teams did last season. Because let's be honest, bro, Florida State lost 10 duels to the NFL and 14 total from the starting group last year. So there's going to be some growing pains, and I feel like it's going to be the same thing with Michigan. Okay, so to get through Michigan, then they have a couple cupcakes. Their first real big test in the SEC is Oklahoma, a team they're very familiar with. Then they have Georgia at home. After that, at Vanderbilt, Florida at home, at Arkansas, who's probably going to fire their coach.
Cakewalk.
Kentucky, and then at Texas A&M.
Cakewalk.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think A&M gonna beat them boys.
I
think A&M gonna beat them boys. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
No, that's a real rivalry. They hate each other, bro.
Yep. I think A&M
those
gonna
are 2
beat them.
schools that really, really dislike each other. Let's see, Big Ten.
Ohio State.
I'm gonna go with Ohio State better do it, but I'm gonna say Oregon.
I forgot about Oregon. I forgot about Oregon.
We got there's some teams in the Pac-10 and in the Big Ten now.
I forgot about
some
that.
Yeah, buddy.
No, Ohio State must beat Michigan, and somebody wants to keep their job. But I think the best team in the Big Ten is Oregon.
Yeah, I think
it is Oregon.
Oregon gonna win it. I forgot about.
I think Oregon, the way they play, they even for a Pac-12 team, they're so physical in the trenches.
Yeah, that's
Ohio State. Yeah, that's the blueprint to beat Ohio State. I think you're about to say the same thing. We've seen Michigan just absolutely maul Ohio State in the trenches the last few years, and I think Oregon is going to try to do the same.
This just goes back to how I feel why I was high on Texas going into the SEC, because Texas was building their team like an SEC team before they made that transition. Just how like Oregon and Washington were building their teams to be Big Ten teams before they made those transitions. So you saw a lot of that bulk in the trenches. You saw a lot of the schemes looking like more Big Ten, because you know that those are the type of teams you're going to need in order to beat a team like Ohio State, Penn State, and Michigan. Because you're going to need some big guys to stop the running game on the defensive side, and you're going to need some big guys on the offensive line that could control the clock and make sure you have your QB enough time to make those plays. Because there's some defensive players in the Big Ten. There's a lot of players in the Big Ten on the defensive side, so you got to make sure you have the O-line to block for the QB. And I think Oregon checks all those boxes of a team that can do a lot of damage coming into the season.
Yep, and then remember, Ohio State travels to Oregon October 12th.
Mm-hmm.
The days of college football, y'all. October 12th. I don't know what y'all got going on. But hey, tell your girl that you're busy that day. Make sure you get all your chores done. Get all your errands done before 12 o'clock, because from 12 till 2 a.m., college football's got a slate for y'all. We're going to talk about it on another episode.
I'm going to get this out the way early real quick. LSU going to bust Old Piss ass that day, too. Fuck them niggas, too. Fuck Lane Kiffin, bitch ass.
Yeah.
Fuck that nigga, too, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck Lane Kiffin. That's all I got to say. I can't stand that bitch.
Yeah.
We're getting that lit back. All right. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Big 12. Big 12 is kind of wide open, bro. We got...
Hold on. You smirking, Dave. What you guys say? What you guys say?
You better not say Colorado, bro. You better not say Colorado, bro.
I wasn't about to say shit, bro. I wasn't about to say shit. Y'all got it. Y'all got it, man. Man, look, it's already enough to root for a team on Sunday, but Saturday and Sunday, nigga, please. Where's my peace? I need my peace during the weekend, bro. I don't get peace. If I have a trash-ass team in college on Saturday,
look at him, y'all.
I have another trash-ass team.
This is first time, y'all.
I don't need that. I don't need that.
This your first time, Dave? Oh, this is nice. This is nice.
Yeah, the Big 12 is going to be wide open. You got Utah, Oklahoma State, Kansas State, Arizona, all ranked, and even Kansas is ranked in the preseason. So the Big 12 is going to be wide open.
Arizona. Arizona going to win that bitch.
I'm going to go Utah. I'm going to go Utah, man.
Utah. How many people they got returning on defense?
What that, Utah?
Yeah.
I don't know them niggas like
that. Hold on. Is Utah still putting out that 35-year-old QB?
Yup.
Wait, Roger is still there.
Yeah, he back.
Yeah. Utah got it. Utah got it.
Back, bro.
Oh my God, bro.
Utah got it, bro.
Hey, my man,
That's why I said Utah. That's why I said Utah, bro.
Bro.
They got a 10-year bet out there.
Ain't he like 30 years old or something?
He like 29, 28, something. I don't know, bro.
Fuck it, he got his NIL. That's all he need.
Hey, nah, man. Hey,
he got
look.
some Mormon NIL.
Real shit. Yeah, Kamami got it to tight end. I'm like, hang it up, bro. This ain't for you no more, man. Hang that shit up.
All you 28-year-old ass niggas. I promise you, the real world is a little scary, but it's all right. We all in the real world, but it's all right. It's all right. You can go to, after work, if you have a stressful day at work, you go to happy hour. Hey, like, you get a salary. Hey, instead of that stipend that you get in college or whatever you get in college. I understand you got the NIL deal. That's cool and everything. But at some point, eventually, you're going to have to come here with us.
Hey, Dave,
you're going to have to be here with us.
Jay, you gotta
Brandon
be a
Whedon,
branch manager.
Brandon Whedon walked so niggas like him can fly, dog. That's all that happened, man.
Nah,
Look,
that's
bro,
real.
if you in school for that long, you might as well just get your master's and PhD.
Hey,
You
man.
better get you better.
Y'all
You
forgot
better.
about Chris Winkie, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Team
Oh,
up about
damn.
Chris Winkie, you know, at Florida State. Boy, he was like
He
27,
was a Hornets,
28.
he wasn't. But see, he wasn't in college that whole time though.
Nah, he wasn't. Nah, he wasn't. He wasn't. I gotta give him that.
Like he came in,
he did one of the mission trips, and he came back to school.
he came in old, but he wasn't like in the system for like 8 years. Like, come on.
If you really
Shit,
playing
that
college
is the
football for
system.
8 years, bro, like I get injuries. You know, they had the COVID year.
Yeah.
But then at some point you gotta be like, bro, like this is too much.
Yeah.
Like,
it should be no college athletes still playing pre-COVID. If you was playing pre-COVID, you shouldn't be in your league right now.
Yeah,
man.
I agree.
And then ACC, Burn, based off what I saw last week, I know y'all gonna think it's crazy, but I mean, if Miami doesn't do it this year, when are they gonna do it, bro?
They gotta do it, bro. Y'all gotta do it.
Based on what I saw, last week.
Now, if the QB, I feel like if he does what I think he's going to do, I really feel like we go into that ACC championship game. I really do. Like, but it's like the fan in me, it's just like I'm so hesitant because like these niggas just every time when we like handed the division, we fuck it up. Like 2017, we did all that shit and then we fumble at the end. Like they really got to show me against Florida. They really got to show me against Florida that we're for real. We're for real. And Georgia Tech's a good team too. Like NC State's out there. They're gonna play tough.
Man, I hate to say it, bro, but NC State, they gonna be solid too.
Yeah,
bro.
they're super, bro. And
they
gonna
be
has a favorable schedule.
Man. They do.
So y'all might see State in
that's what that. If I had to make a prediction off of like just right now, I was going to probably say Miami and NC State because I feel like they might get y'all maybe a game above. Cause y'all play NC State this year, right?
No, we don't.
No, y'all don't. Then I think they're going to edge y'all out and wins, especially after the Georgia Tech loss. So,
see, the problem with Florida State is that Georgia Tech game is going to probably come at the bottom.
Yeah,
we got to play at SMU, Clemson, at Miami, at Notre Dame, and in Florida, and we still got Carolina in November as well in Tallahassee. So,
damn,
yeah, we got a pretty tough slate. If we don't improve, we probably be 9-3. Like we don't have a lot of room for error now. So the only game I can really say we can afford to lose is that Notre Dame game because it's not a conference game. So every other game, we can probably maybe one more loss in conference, but outside of that, I just don't know. Based on what I've seen, if they don't open up the playbook and fix that offensive line and defensive line, it's gonna be a long season in Tallahassee. 9-3, 8-4 is not acceptable in Tallahassee no more. You don't go 10-3 and 13-0 and regress like that. So it'll be interesting to see what Norvell does. But I think it's gonna be Miami. I think NC State's set up pretty well. The one thing with NC State is they go at Clemson. They have to go to Clemson. I can't remember the last time they won at Clemson. They've gotten close, but they can't. They just can't get.
I don't like both teams, but fuck Clemson, bro. I want everybody to dog walk them niggas, man. Fuck them.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick a North Carolina team over a South Carolina team every time.
I'm sorry. That one Carolina
football,
thing is the biggest lie ever, bro.
No.
That one Carolina thing is the biggest lie ever because y'all don't love each other like that.
No, we don't.
Y'all don't love each other. Who came up with that one Carolina? Who came up with that one Carolina shit?
But shout out to the women's South Carolina team though. I do fuck with them.
Oh yeah, we fought. Oh, heavy.
But other than them, nah.
Yeah, that's really it. That's really it. Shout out to Don. Bring the steam back so Don can come home. That's all I ask.
But before we roll up, but before we leave off, we're just gonna update y'all. As y'all know, Russell Wilson has been announced he will be the Week 1 starter for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Dalvin Cook has been picked up by the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, okay.
So just some news before we hop off the pod. But before we leave, we always gotta do our thing. Dave, what we like to tell the people?
Subscribe to the pod, man. I gotta keep saying this shit every week. You know what to do, man. Like, share, subscribe, bro. Like, you know what to do. Just hit the fucking button, man. Like,
Talk this shit, Fargo.
you know what I'm about to say before I even say it. Like, subscribe to the pod, man. We're everywhere. You you like this episode, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Share whatever, all your peoples and everything. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We're on all the podcast streaming platforms. So we appreciate everybody for tapping in with us on like YouTube and everywhere else, and tapping in with us on Instagram as well. So I wanna give some shout outs real quick. So first off, the Paralympics started this week. So I just want to give a shout out to like all the athletes out there, the athletes with disabilities. So if you have a chance to watch
Tap in
events, make sure you tap into that. Shout out to the Americans at the U.S. Open tennis right now. I'm rooting for my man Francis Tiafoe. I hope he goes far in the tournament. But shout out to everybody else. Coco Gauff, Osaka, even Alcaraz. Like I don't really fuck with dude like that, but he hella nice. I say all the Americans except for Ben Shelton. Ben Shelton a bitch. I ain't rooting for him.
Damn.
But and Novak Djokovic, who I like to call Novak Djokovic. So So that's the slander I got for y'all.
Dave, hit a book back, man. Hit a book back. You need to have a book.
Nah, you got it. You got it for the rest of the day, bro. The rest of the episode. But and then shout out to Xavier Leggett one time, man. It was good to see him.
Good dude, man. Good dude, man. Good dude,
all
man.
The best from this season.
Yeah, man. I hope you light it up, man.
And I just want to say, man, like I've been thinking about this comparison, like as we're preparing for this episode. To me, New Orleans is just Atlanta with better seafood and the razzle dazzle of French. Like to me, that's how I feel.
French Atlanta.
French
Atlanta.
That's to me, that's how I feel. But
New Orleans smells like straight piss, bro.
Yeah,
fuck
hey, look, bro,
don't get me started, man.
Bourbon Street smells like somebody ain't flushed the toilet for a week, bro. Like, that's how I feel. That's how.
Shout out to the hand grenades, though, bro. Them drinks are mad good. Though.
Yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to
the
them.
hand grenades and beignets and all that. Yeah, shout out to all that.
Man.
But to me, it's just Atlanta with charbroiled oysters and closer to the water. That's all.
So you saying it's a pissy peach tree?
Hey,
pissy peach tree. Okay.
Hey, look, man. Right. Hey, look, man.
For the Atlanta fans that might happen to watch this episode, I gave you some free slander for you. Pissy peach tree.
Yeah. Hey, man, Corey, don't read that book of rhymes too long. Your head might get dizzy, bro.
And with that, I got my boy Corey. He got B-Day coming up. Shout out to him. Yo. We got our resident doctor, Esquire Day. We got my boy T Hat. And of course, 910's finest, BT, my GOAT. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
GOAT, bro.
Appreciate that, man.
GOAT, bro.
T.
Real GOAT.
Oh, y'all not about to do this. No, y'all not about to do. Y'all not about to do this.
We're trying to wrap this up. We're trying to wrap this.
Y'all like Spider-Man pointing at each other.
And with that, Assassins 4, we out. Thank y'all. And also, New Orleans is just Baltimore South. That's all I gotta say.
Hey. That's Columbia, but okay.